Greetings and salutations. It is I, Professor Macabro, here again with you. I apologize for being away as long as I did. Unfortunately, I had a little bit of the post-Halloween depression going on. I look forward to Halloween so much that when it is gone, I get a little down and some other bullshit that I won't talk about. But I am here to regale you with a couple of reviews. And as you can see, the spooky crew is back together. We've got the newest edition, Jason. Faithful Zombie Wesitos is here as always. Scary Jack, Elvira, La Llorona, and Homer is over there, along with Michael Myers and Art the Clown. Yes, indeed, we're all here back again, ready to start pumping out some reviews. And I am here to regale you with something that I don't normally talk about. No. I know that Disney is a name that is infamous for good stuff that they have provided, like the Black Hole, Something Wicked This Way Comes, Watcher in the Woods, are some of my favorite products of them. And of course now they produce the Marvel and the Star Wars stuff. And I know that they do get a lot of flack, rightfully so, because they are trying to be progressive, but it is a forced progressive, in my opinion. Instead of doing it naturally and, well written, it's like, hey, look at us, see, we're down with it, see, look at us, follow us and give us your money, go to our parks and buy all our Disney stuff, yes indeed, but when they do care and they do it right, they do produce some really good stuff. And the subject of this review that I wanted to talk about is Agatha All Along, a sort of spin-off sequel to WandaVision. WandaVision is a Marvel TV show that they released for Disney+. It was this attempt to pump out even more superhero content, which has been hit or miss for them. I liked WandaVision, and I did like What If. I did like What If quite a lot. That was pretty good. Falcon and Winter Soldier was pretty good. But the standout, besides WandaVision and What If, was Werewolf by Night. I haven't seen the colored version, but they did release Werewolf by Night, and that was chef's kiss. I loved Werewolf by Night. But they announced that they were going to do the Wanda sequel spin-off called Agatha All Along. And it was going to be about witches, which I'm all for. And it was going to be released during the spooky season, which also I am all for. So I gave it a shot, and like most of these episodes, the first episode was kind of it was interesting. Agatha, who was robbed of all her power and brainwashed, was living a life in this crime procedural. And she encounters a teen that breaks Wanda's spell, and now she is trying to regain her power. And she recruits a couple of witches to go down the witch's road. And it's supposedly this thing that's full of trials, and if you are able to pass through and get to the end, your heart's desire will be yours. And of course, everyone has different desires. And I liked it. Again, once it gets over the first episode setup and then the second episode setup, and when they actually get to the road, it was pretty good. But I must say, whoever came up with the Ballad of the Witch's Road must really be proud of themselves, and Disney must really like it. Because there's like 20 gajillion versions of this, and not really. But there's the sacred version, the cover version, which in the episode where they fight the fire demon was pretty good. I really like the fire demon look. It's this gnarly, like, winged thing with sharp teeth and fire. Really cool visual in it. And that's the thing that I liked about Agatha All Along. It has some really cool visuals. It doesn't look like it's super big budget, but it does look very good. And I like the creepy atmosphere. I'm all about that. And witches. Now, witches, back in the day, were sort of ugly and gnarly, big nose and warts all over and ugly hags. But from I would say, probably from the craft to here, they started being more sexy, more, ooh, I'm so sexy witch, and I'm all for that too. When Agatha popped up, I was all about Scarlet Witch. I was like, oh, Scarlet Witch. But when Agatha popped up, looking all gothy and hot, I was like, ooh, killing me intrigued. And in this, she is evil. And they do as is what Disney usually does now. Why can't Disney let a bad guy be bad? Just have that person enjoy being evil. Have fun being evil. Like Maleficent, my favorite DC character is Maleficent. She was the queen of evil, and she had fun being an evil bitch. But they do try to humanize Agatha somewhat by giving her a backstory, a sad backstory, which I was afraid was going to happen, but it doesn't change her evilness. She is evil for the most part. But again, back to the ballad, they had the sacred version, the cover version in that episode with the fire demon. Then they have the origin of the ballad. But my favorite one is in the last episode, where they're doing a flashback to Agatha and how she's using the ballad of the Witch's Road to trick witches into sapping her, and then she absorbs her power, because that's her thing. She's power hungry. And so when a witch saps her with her power, she absorbs it. And it has this great crescendo of orchestral music as Agatha is just sucking the life out of witches and enjoying it and almost being turned on by the whole thing and just deliciously evil. And that I like. That scene was pretty cool. And again, the version of the Ballad of the Witch's Road that they use with the whole orchestral build-up and everything. Big fan of that. Really, really cool. So, I liked Agatha all along. Again, it's a very, very slow start, but once they get to the Witch's Road, good stuff. It also has Audrey Plaza in it as a character that you might think, if you're a Marvel guy, you might think it's going one way, but it does end up giving a couple of hints to really show what she actually is going to be. Will Agatha all along actually factor in the future of the Marvel Universe? Who knows? These Marvel TV shows, unless they're popular, don't really affect the bigger scheme. I mean, Ms. Marvel affected the Marvels, and the WandaVision affected Doctor Strange in the multiverse of madness. The Falcon and Winter Soldier is going to affect the new Falcon movie. But really, the other series don't seem to import that much. I hope this one does. I hope that we do get more of Agatha and her being deliciously evil. But who knows with Disney? It's a Russian roulette as far as what you're going to get with their content most of the time. But Agatha all along gets a 10 out of 10 orchestral crescendos from your old pal, Professor Macabro. Yes, indeed, in honor of Agatha, I'm wearing purple. Ha ha ha, don't I look stylish? Yes, indeed. But let me know if you've seen Agatha all along. What did you think of it? Did you like the spooky setting? Did you like the creepy moments? Did you like the Ballad of the Witch's Road is going to get drilled into your brain with how many versions of it there are? Let me know in the comments down below. But until we see you all again next time, this has been Professor Macabro. That is the ever-lovely zombie Wesitos and the spooky crew. And we wish you all, like always, a good evening.